Here is the Xiaomi 15 smartphone, and today we will check out everything this phone has to offer, and let's start right away with the unboxing. So once you open up the box, you will first see a package with some of your paper stuff. You will get a SIM pin, a USB Type-C to USB Type-A charging cable, and you will also get a black silicone case, which is always a nice gift for the start. Further down you will find the smartphone, and I have the green version, but you can also get it in the colors of black and white. Now let's talk a little bit about the specs and the design. And the Xiaomi 15 is a very curvy smartphone with very round edges on the backside. It definitely feels a bit different from other smartphones if you have it in your hands. On the backside you will find a square shaped camera element which sticks out quite a bit, but the camera lenses are inside of this element and well protected. Now you can argue about the design choice, but I think it looks pretty good. You have an aluminum alloy frame and a glass front with Xiaomi Shield glass as the protection. And what I really like about this phone is it's not that huge. It is one of those rare smartphones that have a 6.36-inch display with an overall height of 15.2 centimeters, and it weighs in at just 190 grams. Lastly, you need to know that you of course have NFC, and it is IP68 dust and water resistant. One of the most interesting parts is the display. Right here you will get a 6.36-inch LTPO AMOLED display with HDR10 Plus, Dolby Vision, and a peak brightness of 3200 nits, which is actually pretty bright. It's also a 120Hz display, which you can also trim down to just 60Hz. There are also plenty of display features, like you get a reading mode which tints the screen amber, you can change the color scheme, and you also have the AI image engine. In here you will find the super resolution, which upscales the resolution of your videos. You have AI HDR enhancement and MEMC, which will add additional frames to your videos to make the content appear smoother. Just keep in mind that all of those extra features will come at a cost of your battery life. Lastly, you also have an awesome display which will either follow your lock screen style, or you can create a custom one with different analog and digital clock styles, and there are a few other styles as well. As for your videos, these look awesome. Thanks to a 2670 by 1200 pixel resolution and the AMOLED display, you will get a nice contrast and poppy colors, and what I also noticed are the super slim bezels, which is a big plus point for me. As for the audio, now the stereo speaker, they do a good job. It gets loud and just the bass isn't the greatest. But you have the same problem on pretty much any other smartphone. In the sound settings you will also find a graphic equalizer, and you can change between the Dolby Atmos and the Xiaomi sound. As for the battery capacity, now this one received a small upgrade compared to last year's version. It now has a 5240 mAh battery, and this one lasts up to 10 hours on continuous gaming, or you can watch YouTube videos non-stop for about 19 hours. Also, the charging speed is great. It supports 90 watts fast charging, and in 30 minutes this phone will charge from 0 to 80%. Just unfortunately there is no charger included once you buy the smartphone. Up to the smart features, and first let me tell you that Xiaomi promised up to 4 years of OS and 6 years of security updates. Also, this phone comes with 2 storage options. There's either the 256 or the 512 gig version, and both come with 12 gigs of RAM. When we take a peek into the storage settings, we will see that roughly about 25 gigs are already used up by the system. Also, the storage isn't expandable via micro SD card. Now this phone comes with the usual fingerprint sensor underneath the display and the face detection, and both work just fine in my opinion with a very quick response time. Like with many smartphones in the last couple of weeks and months, you will get quite a few AI features like the AI subtitles, AI interpreter, or the circle to search feature. Now one of my favorites ones are the AI image expansion, Erase Pro, AI film, and remove reflections. Now the first one lets you expand the picture and you can make it bigger. With Erase Pro you can get rid of any objects in your photo. And the last one lets you remove the reflections if you're trying to take a picture of something behind a window. What I don't like too much is that you get quite a few apps by default on here, like you got TikTok, AliExpress, and Booking.com, but at least you can get rid of them in a matter of seconds. You have the Mi Remote, with which you can control some of your Bluetooth devices at home, like your TV or even your AC. Then there are the normal safety and emergency features. In the personalization settings, you can change the size of the icons and also change the background color on some icons. You can also choose a different fingerprint animation. In total, there are 6 different ones that you can choose from. By the way, if you liked that video so far, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. You will also find the link to the smartphone down below in the description. So next, let's talk about the gaming and the performance. Like all the high-end smartphones, the Xiaomi 15 runs on the newest Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite, which is the best what you can find on a smartphone right now. The performance on your day-to-day stuff is excellent with no lags, and also while you're playing your games like Genshin Impact, the phone is doing a very good job. it runs on a consistent 60 FPS on the highest graphics settings, even if you have some bigger battles. Or you can play some car racing games and it has no problems with them either. There is also the game turbo with a performance mode. You can change the performance settings from picture priority to frame rate priority. You can further enhance the visuals, you can take screenshots and also open up apps while you're playing, just in case you want to watch some playthroughs while you're actually playing the game. Lastly, let's talk about the camera, and the Xiaomi 15 comes with a triple camera setup with a 50 megapixel main camera with optical image stabilization. You have a 50 megapixel telephoto and a 50 megapixel auto wide angle camera, and with these you can shoot videos in 8K resolution with 30 FPS. Now the selfie camera is pretty good too, with 32 megapixel and 4K and 60 FPS on the videos. This phone also has some camera modes like a fast shot and pro mode. You got a portrait mode with 4 different zoom options. There is the usual night mode, super moon and a few more. As for the pictures, the main camera delivers great results during the day. The photos have good sharpness, the detail level is great, wide dynamic range, and the colors look amazing. And it doesn't really matter if you're indoors or outdoors in natural light. The different zoom options on this phone are great as well in my opinion. You can basically live with all of the results even if you use the 30x zoom. The 2 and 3x zoom look just as good as your normal pictures and you don't lose any quality. But I even tried the 10, 20 and 30x zoom and it's better than 99% of the phones I've tested so far. Of course the quality drops a bit, but you can still see what's on a picture and even read street signs without a problem. This zoom camera is also capable of close-up shots and they once again look very good. You have a nice focus and pictures look sharp with a good contrast and colors. Now the next thing are the shots of people, and whether you use the front or the selfie camera, the normal or the portrait shots, they will look good with good color accuracy. The skin tone looks natural, and if you zoom in, the photos will still look good. The ultra wide angle camera is pretty much average. During the day the photos tend to look a little bit softer, and I would say that things like the contrast, dynamic range and the colors look average. And guys, there we have it. So I guess I will see you in the next one. Peace.